Good morning. You're listening to Overcoming Life. I am your host, Opal Bailey, and I hope you've had a restful, fun, and relaxing weekend. I just want to just encourage you this morning to never give up. Don't stop doing what you're doing. Just keep moving forward, no matter what's going on, what's not happening, what you think it should be happening. But I have a question that was brought to me over the weekend, and I thought it would be a really good question to ask today is, what do you do when you love what you do, but it doesn't provide enough financial stability for you to be able to take care of your family and the things you need? And it was a really good question, but also is a tough question because it all depends on you. That's the bottom line, is what it is that you want to do. And are you doing what you want to do, or are you doing what you love to do, or are you doing what you have to do? So there are things that you got to just look at in your life and realize that, is this something that I want to do? Is this something that I have to do, or something that I love to do? Because I believe the things that you love is not work. It's just fun. And even though it may require a lot of time, it may require a lot of, energy, maybe less sleep or all of the above, it's still fun because you're doing what you love to do. Now, on the flip side, when it comes to having or not having enough financial stability, you got to look at, okay, if I'm doing what I love to do at this place, at this business, whether you're owning your own business or whether you're working for someone, and you don't have enough coming in, you got to think about, okay, do I need to stay at this business? Or if you have your own business, do I need to add something else to my business, or do I need to take something from my business? Do I need to connect to another business, or what extra steps do I need to take? And most of the time we need to just take an extra step. We need to just do what we love to do. But at the same time, we need to just say, okay, it may not be where you are. Because I believe that some places in your life and sometimes in our lives, we are in stages. Our life is stages. It's also in different seasons. So you got to look at, what stage of life are you in? Are you in a beginning stage where you have to deal with something, you have to work, you just have to do it because you need to, make a little bit more money, or you need to help with your family right now, or whatever the case may be? Or are you at the middle stage where you can pick and choose? Or are you at the bigger stage where you say, you know what, I don't want this, but I do want this, and I need to just go ahead and figure out what you want. But the bottom line really goes back to you. You have to make that decision. No one else can do it for you. If you're in a job that you've been, say for instance, you've been there for 15 years and you love what you do, but maybe the benefits is not as, worthwhile for you, or maybe they cut back a lot of things. Maybe you don't have the vacation points you needed, or whatever the case may be. You got to look at, okay, am I going to stay at this job, or am I going to move into something different, or move into a different area? So you got to also, it's a lot of things that you got to look at. You can't just say, oh, I love my job. I love what I'm doing, but I don't have, my financial situation is not stable the way I want it to. You got to look at, why isn't it? Is it because of the job, or is it because you need financial help to help you manage your finances? So you got to look at that as well. And if it is your job, you got to decide, hey, can I still do what I'm doing? Can I still do the things that I love to do somewhere else, in another state, in another city, in another town? Or maybe I need to just make a whole different change and pursue something totally different. And know that it's okay. You don't have to stay where you are because you love something. You can always branch out and to make it even bigger and better, to where you can be able to add travel into it, or you can just be able to do something that you've always wanted to do. And at the same time, knowing that even if the finances is not there, even if it is small and not enough for you, are you really doing what you love to do? And These are things that you have to sit down and write your vision on these things. Sit down and write your plan on what it is I want to do in the next year. Do I want to stay on this job, or do I want to move forward? Do I want to go to another city? Do I want to make another, take another step on my job to another position to give me more freedom, to give me more financial stability, or what? So sitting there and thinking about it and wondering and wandering about it or reasoning is not going to cause you to make a step. It's not going to move you forward. It's only going to keep you sitting there another year, another minute, another day, another hour. And then you're still pondering over the same concept. You're still pondering over the same issue. So my encouragement to you today, if that's you and you are in this situation, is to just sit down and just write your plan. Figure out what it is you really want to do, not what someone else said you should do, or maybe you lived in that town since you was 5 years old and that's where you've always been. And so this is where everybody always worked and you're right there. And so you're afraid to move forward, or you're afraid to just go. Sit down and figure it out what it is you want to do. And once you figure that out, you make the necessary steps to get the things that you desire, or to move forward to the things that you really will enjoy. You will be at peace about. You will have joy, because there are dreams that you have that really brings you joy. There are things that you do that can really bring joy to you. And you may be working so hard, but yet you're realizing, man, this is fun. I'm working hard, but this is something I really love to do. And for example, myself, I was presented with the radio station. It pushed me beyond my normal little box. But this is what I love to do, because I see it as an opportunity to help. And that's what I love to do, is help people to see a bigger picture for their life, to move them forward to better things in life, so that you can be able to do the same thing to help someone else in your life down the road. So it's all in your plan on how you see it and what you want to do and what steps you need to take, because no one else can take these steps for you. No one else can make these decisions for you. So you have to decide if this is something you want to stay at, if this job is where you want to be. And if it is, then you got to be okay with accepting the paycheck or the salary that you're receiving, because if that's where you want to be and you're not willing to move forward, or you're not willing to take that step of faith to step out there and see what other possibilities or other opportunities is available, then you have to be content with where you are then and know this is it. But if you have that passion and that desire and that push to where I want to go, I want to just get out there and I want to see what else is out there, then I encourage you to do it. Nothing's stopping you. You know the Nike slogan, just do it. It's okay. We all have done it. We all have the opportunity to do it. And there are going to be times when we all need to do it. So just go ahead and just map out what your life is, or what your plan for what you want to do it. And everything else will fall in place. The people you need to talk to will come. So I just want to just encourage you with that, to move out and do what you love to do, and don't worry about the other stuff. Okay. So I just want to thank you for tuning in to Overcoming Life. I am your host, Opal Bailey, and tune in for next week. I have a special guest. Her name is Wanda Slade. She is going to talk to you on my segment of Health, the Journey to Healing, about how she overcame breast cancer. God bless you and have a wonderful week.